Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to our third episode of A Girl and Her Boys podcast. Emily's memorized by the fact that she has immersive view. If you notice, we changed it up. It kind of looks like we are in a backyard in the middle
With
of
some
Liberty.
terrible, cutting us out.
Yeah. But we're, we have, the first two episodes up on our YouTube. Wow, my camera just went. First two episodes up on our YouTube channel. I'm relying on Emily to maybe get some of her subscribers to subscribe so that maybe we can start getting endorsement deals through our YouTube channel. So
I need to make our Instagram and do that because I gained 1,000 followers in the beginning in 2 weeks on my gaming one. So,
well, yeah. So okay, yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm not really versed with Instagram. I have 200 followers, but. Again,
TikTok, man. Don't mind me trying to find a pen real quick to write this down.
Oh, yeah, so she remembers. Oh, she might disappear. It's really funny. She got up for a second to, walk away, and then, she disappeared, and then looked over, and it just turned over, and she was there. Boom.
All right.
Okay. Oh, see, she went inside the house, the fake house that we have.
I'm trying to show that I'm improvising.
How Emily's hiding. Hold on. I'm holding
so
nothing.
Weird.
It's weird. I think it'd be better when you have an actual green screen, or it's pulling all the black, all the anything that's black, that's not apparently my t-shirt's fine to go. This is my body positive start here with. Last week I was like, oh, I look like a frumpy potato. I'm starting to be more confident in myself. I'm looking good, feeling good. So that's always a good thing.
I like the body positivity.
Yes, as anyone should be, as any of our listeners should know that, mental health is something we both take very seriously. Even though Emily and me absolutely shit on each other all the time, mostly me shitting on her, we know we love each other and that we're just joking.
Yeah.
But no, so exciting news this weekend. Me and Mom I'm going to get my fourth tattoo. She's going to get her first tattoo.
You're taking Mom's tattoo virginity?
I am, yes, I am. That's a little weird to say. Yeah, I am. I'm getting my... Oh, Jesus Christ, you shot out the fuck out of... Her tits just popped out of nowhere. Woo. Scare the crap out of it.
I was trying to swallow my drink at the same time. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, you gotta bend down so they can see you.
Hello. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
See, now she can't wave in the background. You look in the background like what's she doing?
Why do you have that background on?
So it looks better.
Looks like you got a flat head.
You look like you have a flat head. So as
mother,
knows,
like son.
My mom periodically pops in our episodes. So this is Mom.
Hello.
She's the one you guys see
She's,
waving in the background.
Tattoo virginity Saturday.
What are you getting for your tattoo?
Ooh, is Eros in here?
No, the last card my mother gave me on Valentine's Day. It's her signature. Love always, Mom.
So the same thing I have.
Aww.
Not the
Mine.
owl though.
That's cool though.
I ain't that adventurous.
I mean, I'm surprised you're getting a tattoo if you've waited this long without getting any.
No, I'm the only one actually. My sister has them. My brother has them.
Yeah, Garage has a lot of tattoos.
So do you now.
I have 3.
Yeah, but you want more.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't have that many tattoos compared to how many of mine show.
Oh, what?
I want to be inked up.
You want to be a dink?
No. Inked?
Okay, I'll let you go back.
Okay.
Bye, Emily.
Bye.
Yep, I want to be a dink.
You will. Log in.
Dinked.
Yeah, I want to be dinked up.
Oh my gosh. So what's crazy is my grandma was the only one that didn't have any tattoos in her family too. And then my uncle died. The one that died while I was in basic, she got a tattoo for him, and that's her only tattoo.
Yeah, I know. My mom wanted to get one when I was younger of I think Stitch or something like that on her foot. And I convinced her to not get it on her foot. I said, as much as that's a good spot to have, it's very painful. but it's also plus it rubs off very fast. So I'm like, Mom, you have to pick the perfect location. So she saw where I had, mine, and I'm getting my other one on my other side. So I'm trying to get like, it's weird. I'm not very OCD, but like, I'm 90% sure I have a sensory issue. Like I hate long sleeves. So like when I have like my tattoo, like it's in my skin, but I'm like I feel like it's like a sleeve almost. So like having that has really like helped me like start realizing that I do have a sensory issue with like having things on my arm. But the tattoo's kind of having me get over it because I repetitively see it every day. So I'm getting over it. So I want to get it on my other arm so that my left side is good too. Because I know I have a tattoo on like right there, but I don't see it.
It's
ever.
not the same as the inside.
Yeah. So I'm getting one. It's saying if not now, then when? Question mark. And the T and the W for both the not and the then and the when are going to be like smaller, and it's going to be like a small one. It's something like I'm thinking if I don't do something now, like instead of like sitting here saying, oh, I'm going to be body positive, body positive, body positive, instead I'm going out and doing it. If not now, when am I going to do it? I'm never going to do it if I don't do it now. So it's going to start living
Exactly.
that. And then me and my cousin that's moving away next week, she actually talked to me. We both agreed, hey, while we're both away, like, killing it. She goes, why don't we start working on ourselves? That way, when next time we see each other, we have stories to tell each other, and that's the biggest thing. And one of the things I want to do is make this YouTube channel big and stuff like that. It's not gonna be like the Twitch community that we were part of, where I want everyone to succeed. No, I want this YouTube channel to succeed, so that maybe who knows, like a year from now, you never know where a girl and a boy's video cast will be. Will we have a third person? Maybe. I'm always opening to having a surprise guest. So even if Carlos wants to join us on this, that'd be awesome.
The reason I made that face because I thought you were gonna bring up Josh, and I was like, he ain't got good enough internet.
Oh, well, he's also, where is he deployed right now? I don't think I ever really asked.
I don't even remember what country, to be honest.
Oh, he is in another country though, right?
Yeah, because he's on an actual deployment. He's not like on field rotation or anything like
wow,
that.
Shit. So that's it. So I mean, we were initially going to do it with him. Will he come and join when he comes back from deployment? We don't know because we don't know if he's moving back home. But we are always looking for guests and stuff like that. So I mean, I've definitely asked a couple people. And then today, one of my friends that I worked with at Chuck E. Cheese, she was, yes, I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. I try not to say that, but it's whatever. I don't work for them, or I don't really speak for the company anymore anyway. She's like talking like, oh, we need to get you a girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm like, I do like a girl, but I really don't want to ruin my friendship. And mind you, I don't have many female friends, so like I was hoping she didn't get the hint that I was hinting at. I'm not going to go on beyond that. It's not towards her. It's not the girl that asked me who I like. We need to get you a girlfriend. It wasn't towards her. It's somebody else that I think we both mutually know. So I just kept it at that. I'm not going to go into further details just in case people watch this. I don't want that because I've also learned that jeez, this is funny.
Playing with it. Because it literally looks like my eyeballs are closed when I'm looking at you.
It's okay, my eyeballs do too, but it's fine. It's body positivity. We both look, we fine as fuck, boy. Ugh.
Yeah, it's going back up there.
But no, like, even if like I never got a shot with it, like I would never want to ruin a friendship with this person. So, it's something where it's okay, and if it
but
works out,
are you like throwing hints out, and is she throwing any hints?
That's the thing though, is I'm very bad at reading. I'm bad at that, so that's the thing. I'm not super bad. So I'm not like throwing them because I'm also not trying to like make it known because of other situations. Again, that's other things I don't want to give away, but I'm just, like I said, playing the field. If it happens, it would, it'd be amazing. I'd be happy. But again, me being me, it's the same thing with you. Like I'm more, not that I ever had feeling. I'm like, oh my god, I love Emily, and like that. No, it's different. But what I'm saying, it'd be like me and you. I'd rather keep our friendship because it works that way better. And if something ever like happened where I'm on that level, that'd be awesome. But if not, friendships, okay. If you catch me, I'm not saying like, this isn't me
No, I know
confessing
what
my
you're
love
saying.
for Emily. For the people
Surprise.
that are gonna,
Episode 3 is confessing our love. That was the worst week of my life.
Yeah, so far I'm the only one of the group of the male friends that she made in this Twitch community that has not professed my love for her, other than my undying love as a brother.
Killshot didn't.
No, he did. No, he definitely he had some feelings for you. You don't remember that?
Okay, y'all, I'm just as bad as Colby is about picking up hints.
Like, dude, I could definitely tell you. Like, he would like try to like. I wouldn't say he was like lobbing softball pitch towards you, but like he was like somewhat hinting at it, and then like I was like, oh wow, I'm like I think he. I'm like I was like, dude, I asked. I think he kind of dodged the question with me, so I was like, that's where I was like, definitely. It wasn't as subtle as like the other people that we've talked about, but it's definitely I would say good chance, yes. But like
Interesting, because I only ever talked in the group chat with you in it, and we all three always played together, and that was it.
I know, but that's but the thing is, like, just think about like what year? I would say about almost a year ago. We've been friends for about a year now, right? Because you think about, we both joined I joined the community just around when I started working at where I work now, and that was around September. So we're going on a year. I mean, to think that out of that whole group, like I don't talk to anyone but you anymore. Like I don't, like no one reaches out for me. I'm still like friends. Like, oh dude, like speaking of Killshot, he posted like pretty sure he has a girlfriend, which is awesome.
Yeah, awesome, because they're in Jamaica together.
Yeah, I was fucking jealous, motherfucker. I'm like, first off, but then like I don't know if they went to a wedding or what they went to. Who wears all white? Like that's not a vibe. I would never wear just all white.
Me and my outfit yesterday.
No, okay. Why were you wearing all white on a Tuesday?
Just because I went out.
She was trying to get some. That's why, even though she has a boyfriend.
No, I was outdoor dashing, you asshole.
Yeah, you're trying to get some money.
At least I got something. Also got lost. But no, like the first leggings I picked up were my white ones, and then there was like it was like a super light gray shirt, but
what I'm saying,
white shoes.
Okay, that's a little bit different, but like straight up, like that was like a straight dress shirt, white shirt. Like I get it if you're going to like a wedding. Again, never okay. If I ever got married and anyone showed up to my wedding wearing white, I'd beat somebody. I'll put some red on it.
Oh my gosh.
But
I mean, I see the reason why.
Well, it's bad luck. Like that's the thing. It's when you go to a wedding, like a few things I would never accept. Like someone getting proposed at anyone's wedding. Like you know, my friend's wedding, my wedding, whatever. You know, that's not cool. That's no bueno with me. Like another thing's wearing white because it's bad luck. One thing I would never do is like get the name of like a person. Like family's okay. Like say if I have a kid, I might get my son's tattooed or a nickname. I'd get a nickname tattooed on me. Like a girl and other girls. Like as much as I love that person, like that's non-family. Like I'm not gonna get him tattooed on me. First off, if you could break up or get divorced, like you have that on you forever, and it's just as painful to get it removed. So then when you go date some other people, they're gonna ask you why you have fucking Tiffany on your arm, or Kyle, or Kevin, or Juan, or whatever name we have on us. It's more towards Emily. It's preference than mine. But
I mean, I get it though.
So like that's like another thing. My biggest issue is like if I ever get married, like wearing a ring is gonna be very hard for me. Not because I don't want to wear a ring. That's like I'm putting that out there. If I get married, but like I said, the sensory thing. Like I don't like wearing. I don't wear jewelry. Like I think you've seen me snap you 100 times. You've never seen me wear necklaces, watches, like ever.
I mean, you never really see me wear jewelry either.
So like that's the thing. Like it's just it's something that it's like almost where I'm nervous. But I'm thinking now if I do get married, that's something that's important to me. Like someone's like, I'll just get a tattoo of a ring. I'm like, that's the same thing as a name though. Because
I was just about to say that because if you break up, that memory's still always there.
Yeah. So what am I gonna do? Hit void? And then what if I want to get married again? Get another tattoo? Like. the tattoos I'm getting, they might be like the family one that has meaning. The one I want to get is a personal thing and stuff like that. I want to get some stupid ones. You obviously want to get some stupid ones, like they're joking around and stuff like that. But like most of my tattoos, I want to be proud of them when I'm 80 years old. Not, I remember I got this one when I was fucking shit faced. And it's like a giant.
I almost got a Barracks tattoo like that.
It's like a giant cat's asshole or something like that, or fucking like.
You're really gonna mention cats right now?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, she cat. The weird thing is how mad you got me when I asked, was it Nova? You're like, why does everyone think it's Nova? Because you said her name in the video. Like, I'm like, well, in the video you said Nova. I just wanted to make sure, like, all was good. And you're like, oh yeah, I did watch it back. You did post Nova. I'm like, well, I wouldn't have assumed it was your dog. Like, yeah, your dog. Well, in the video too, I'm telling you right now, if your dog and your cat got into it, like your dog would, even though your dog's bigger than the cat would still scrape its way to, or something like that, try to hurt the dog. So you might have, he or she would have some scratch marks on it. Mm-hmm. But the cat had like no visible bite marks or blood. So I don't know.
Yeah, so little story time because they don't really know the whole situation. Yes. And then you haven't heard the whole thing either yet.
Oh, so but like, interesting, yes.
Wow. Something new. So my girls, like, they love to be outside, but they usually don't sleep outside. Mm-hmm. Jazz 3 nights ago has not been coming in the house. Mm-hmm. And then for the past 2 days, Nova and Jazz, every time they come inside, within 5 minutes, they're ready to go out, which is abnormal for them. Mm-hmm. And then I got out of the shower, I was about to go take a shower, and right outside my window, Nova was laying there. And I was like, why is she laying right here? Because last night she looked at me when I called her from over there. And I was like, is that a cat? And I went outside and there was a dead cat there. And then she's trying to like nurse it like a puppy and everything, like take care of it like a puppy. So I think she was having motherly instincts for it.
Well, so again, so that's where it strikes me as like in the video, like you said, your dogs, if it had attacked them or they attacked it, it would probably be not there.
Right.
And that's what I was trying to say, like that's where it's hard. Like if it's someone's like house cat, that's sad because then say they did see like that in your yard, they're gonna assume it's your dog's, and that's mm-hmm. that's where the stigma of like dogs like that. And most dogs, unless how you are basically how you raise them. If you raise a shitty dog, they're gonna be shitty, and that's on you. It's the same thing mm-hmm. like if you have kids. If you don't parent very well, your kid's gonna turn into a shithead.
Right, and then like. I don't know. I feel like Nova was trying to protect it because she was like basically laying like on top of it, like curled up, trying to keep it warm.
Another animal attack, like killed. I feel like something else killed it, or maybe it ate something bad and it died, or it got hit. I mean, like mm-hmm. I said, from what I saw in the video you posted, there's like not really any visible blood, so I don't know if there's any blood like when you saw it, but
I had to pick that thing up. It was intact.
It stiffed?
No, it was super loose.
Oh, so it probably just died like last night or this morning.
I don't know. All I know is like the dog's gonna notify because they'll usually whine if there's something, or like
maybe
they'll
trying to protect
whine,
it.
Run to it. Yeah. So I don't know how long it's actually been there, or if it was like alive still and able to move, and then it died like last night. But I know the girls have been staying outside.
That's sad. Again, though, that shows a lot from your dogs. Though it shows how you raise your dogs. To be caring, yeah. Even though you say they're rambunctious and stuff like that, they still are caring. So, Emily. Well, Emily is a great dog mom.
Thanks. Even though I lose my shit on them all the time.
Oh, you should see my heroes. Bye.
Well, no, they do eat like birds and like rodents and stuff out back. And like anytime they've killed something too, not to be super gruesome, but the girls will either fight over it and rip it in half, or like one of them like eats it and like part of it and then tries bringing it in the house.
This is my puppy.
Hi, Euros. And so since neither of them were like there was no blood on it, I was like, I know my dogs didn't kill it, and they would have ripped it apart already if they wanted it.
You comfortable, buddy?
He's like, Dad, get the fuck down. Where's my puppy? Jazz? Just kidding. The girls are under the bed, so you guys aren't seeing mine because I'm not picking up my 100-pound dog.
I will say last week he got his first bark box, and it came with some TREATSs. He loves them and
So
treats.
wait,
Treats. I can't. What?
don't say the word. Is that the word you spelled out?
Yeah, treats.
Oh, why'd you spell it out if you're just gonna say it?
Because I thought you would pick it up. Apparently, you're not. You don't know how to spell. So.
You spelled too fast for what I was paying attention to.
When Dad,
I also kind of spoke before this.
It's okay. I'll give you one. Go ask Mama. Mama and Papa will give you one. Okay. Go ask Papa.
When Colby talks to his dogs, like I talk to my dogs.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. So like, I say Mama, like, and everyone like looks at me like, oh, so your mom says Mom? Like, no, my mom. I say Mama like Grandma, like it'd be Grandma, and then Tony's Papa. So. And then I'm Dad. So.
Does your mom ever talk to you and like refer to like your child or like her grandson?
No.
Okay, so my mom and I are just on a different level then.
Well, no, it's not even. It's not that. So, this is where I'm gonna get some flack, and I know that when I first got Eros, it was like when I was 20, and you know I didn't understand the challenges of a puppy.
There's a lot.
And he was the runt of the litter. So when we got him, you're supposed to usually get a puppy at like what 3 months, right?
8 weeks is like the earliest, and even then I still wait till 10 weeks with mine.
So usually it's like in the state of New Hampshire, I think it's like 10 to 12 weeks. They want 3 months. We got him really early, and he was the runt of the litter. Like he was super. I mean, he was tiny when we got him. Like he's a small dog. Like don't get me wrong, he's a chunker. Just want to make sure he wasn't behind me. He's a chunker now, but when we first, he was petite, and so I worked a lot, and then I think I had just switched jobs, and you know, not for not, I just I should have gone out with him more, bring him out, and I always made it seem like it was a chore for me. Which I shouldn't have. Like I regret. Like I trust me. When I moved away to California, I regretted that. Like still now, like sometimes it's like hard because he doesn't like always walk with you. He tries to like go this way, and like, dude, I just poop, dude. You haven't pooped all day. He poops for me pretty well, but it just when I first got him, like I didn't like. So when he started like getting like sleeping with us, he slept with my mom and Tony more than me. So he started getting attached to Tony and my mom more, and mostly my grandmother, because my grandmother was home with him almost all the time, because at the time she wasn't able to work, or she was still working when we first got him, but after like 3 years, after 2 years she stopped working because that's when she found out she had cancer, so she was home a lot more with him.
And then he's getting all this attention from her just because she's there.
Yeah. So when like the hardest thing was when she went to hospice last year. He has really bad separation anxiety now. Are you okay?
I got it. There's a piece of husky hair.
So he has really bad like separation anxiety. Like when anyone leaves, he thinks we're abandoning him. Doesn't think we're gonna come back because she left and never came back. So that's the thing. Like I said, it's regret. Like now, there's a lot of things you can regret, and living in the past, I can't sit there and live in the past. I get along with him fine. I relax, play with him. He always wants to come in and see me. But Tony and my mom are more of his people, like, what I mean, because they were there for him especially when I started my new job, because I wasn't getting home till, like, late when they were going to bed. I was getting home from work, so.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. Even now, like, I mean, my puppy never left, so she gets, like, the anxiety just because she's been around the same people the whole time. So anytime, like, I hand her to somebody else and walk away, she's just losing her mind.
Yeah.
Or when I take like Aries or Nova only, she's like freaking out and like screaming because she wants them there. Because she doesn't even try leaving with us. She'll just like jump on them and like hold on to them.
She's like, no, you're not taking my dad. Or
yeah.
Mom.
And then even now, because like now all I do is like before all I did was go to work and then come home. And then now I'm home all the time pretty much. So whenever like I'm away too long, you can tell with her the most because she acts out the most. But Aries sometimes like gets mad and shits in the house. So I get the dog anxiety thing.
Yeah, no. Like when we first got him, we have a neighbor across the street that explained to us, like, when you get a dog, you have to you can't live your life around the dog. You have to make the dog live around your life. I mean, it's hard though when you have like a 12-pound dog because
you can carry it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. But I agreed with that in the sense of I didn't let that stop me from going out hanging out with my friends. I regret that, that stuff. But now when they leave or if I leave, it's a total we're supposed to be going to Disney next year as long as the world doesn't shut down again. And we're gonna be going for 7 or 8 days. I don't know how he's gonna hold up with that.
He's gonna miss you guys.
I know, but so that's the thing. And then one year, she's getting her patented stream blanket right there. That's her non-neon panty showing blanket right there.
Is this the one I wore? No, I have black one on.
No, it was either that one. Well, it was dark in the room, so I can't tell the color. But you had a blanket, and you were trying to cover yourself. And you're nah, Emily, you can still see it.
Surprise stream. That's the only thing, or the closest thing you're gonna get to a hot tub stream.
Bull. I guarantee you, when she reaches 10K fans, she'll definitely do.
10K.
How many followers do you have right now?
Oh, actually, let me check because I think I hit 1,400 today. Because I posted a lot last night.
And I saw your post on about soldiers.
Yeah, that was the one that I posted. Because I was at 1383 last time I checked.
What was that?
Guess what?
Yeah, 2,000.
How am I going to go from 1383 last night, which was really 3 a.m., and have 2,000 already?
I don't know. Okay, you have 14?
1422.
There you go. And not a single one of her subscribers other than me and her follow this podcast.
Oh, okay, so I need to do a link to our YouTube for the podcast because people keep asking me about it.
Yeah, and then you could definitely do a raffle, so you could have your wifey on here one day, or we could have James and your wifey and Carlos, and then we can, I can do a Q&A, or we can do a Q&A with Carlos, what got you into gaming and stuff like that. Me personally, I think I got more into streaming last year because of the pandemic. I had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I had days off. I'd have 3 or 4 days off during. I'd have three or 4 days off during the week when I was working at Chuck E. Cheese, and it's just it was absurd because I never had that much time off during the week. It sucked working 20 hours a week to making beans and stuff like that. And what was it? We're discussing people realizing having unemployment, how much that's what we should be making living off. I'm yeah, but what about the people that didn't have the option of being on unemployment? You know what I mean? I didn't have the option to be on unemployment. I had to work. I still had to go to work. I had a job. I tried to collect, but they never got back to me, and it took forever. So I was F it. I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time. So all these people, and then they're trying to give all these benefits. Now, oh, we'll give you $1,000 extra to get a job. It's where's the money for the people that worked through the pandemic?
Been working. Yeah.
Where's our extra money? You know what I mean? I lost out probably last year on an extra I'd say a good 15 to 15,000 with not working.
I mean, I get the working through the whole thing because I worked in the hospital up until the beginning of this year.
What was it there's people mind you, both my cousins, the cousin that's moving and then her brother are both in the healthcare field, and I never once heard either one of my cousins saying they should be thanked. I never once heard you saying, "Oh, you guys should be thanking me for working in the healthcare field." I had a fucking douche canoe come into Chuck E. Cheese one day, and I heard him arguing with my kid check person. I should be. Where's your manager? I came out. I'm how can I help you, sir? I should be thanked. I'm what am I thanking you for? I want to know. Well, I work in healthcare. Okay,
Congrats.
Thank you. Well, I should get free pizza. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm putting my life on the line. I'm like, oh, where do you work, sir? I work at a retirement home. Okay, so you're not really dealing with, like, ground zero patients here. Yes, you're dealing with the elderly, and that's has its difficulties. I agree with you. But I don't hear, I didn't hear. We had a recruiting center like 2 doors down. Not one time did a soldier come in saying they needed to be thanked by free pizza.
Mm-mm.
That's
just not a thing that we
Marine,
do, at least in the...
No firefighters came in and asked for that. No police officer came in to ask for pizza. Say, dude, are probably an RN or a nurse or whatever they are in the retirement home field. It's like, dude, know your role. Like, I understand. I'm like, but where's my thanks? I was working during it, and I'm not expecting anything. Like, I'm just putting as much risk being here as you are.
Right.
Because people didn't have to wear masks to come into Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, of course.
Like, even though there was a mask mandate, it was up to the store to say if there's masks or not. We had to wear masks. I had to wear masks. I mean, I'm vaccinated now. I don't have to wear a mask. I mean, my view, though, is that, and this is one thing, people that get the vaccination aren't sheep, and the people that aren't getting it aren't stupid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have this discussion at my work all the time, like, some people, like, I feel like I'm judged. I'm like, I don't judge you at all. It's your choice. Like, we sit here and we talk about choices about a lot of things. I said, but being vaccinated should be one of them as well.
Right. Well, so that's like, in a sense too, like me and Carlos have like had the argument about it too, because he's like, oh, it's dumb if people don't get it, blah blah blah. But me and him have opposite viewpoints on shots, and like once the shots started rolling in, that's been like one of our biggest topics whenever vaccinations come up.
Like I said, I got mine, and again, even though they give you what's in the vaccine, again, it's still experimental.
Right.
Just like every vaccine is technically experimental. I mean, but the thing is COVID to me is just like the flu.
Yeah.
But it has deadly, ensembles and stuff like that. But so doesn't the flu. You die from the flu. You die from a cold. Like, this whole hysteria. I'm not saying there's anything to like frown about, because there's many people have died from it. But what I'm saying is we're striking the fear of all this into this, and it just over the past 2 years, in fact, yes, getting a vaccine, that's your choice if you want to or not. But again, you're trying to have a child 9 times, and they said if you are trying to be a parent, especially a female, it's very highly, they recommend not doing it because it could affect that. Like my cousin that's moving, she wants to have kids in the next year or two. She said after that, she goes, after I have kids, maybe, if that's still a thing that needs to go. But there's people like, oh, they might want a third one. I'm not getting any more than the shot I got. I'm sorry. I don't get my flu shots every year because, what? It doesn't matter. You're going to, either way, I can get my flu shot or I can not get my flu shot, but I might get another variant of the flu.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with COVID. Yes, I understand it's lethal, but so isn't anything.
Well, from my understanding, like the way that the COVID shot is made and the flu shots, it's like it's basically a guessing game of what the strands are going to be. And then like I also heard about the female side effect with like pregnancies. So when I ended up miscarrying ever since like COVID happened and whatnot, my mom's first question to me was, "Did you get the vaccine?"
Yeah, and like I said, this isn't like there was on the page I'm following, it said, what's your, what's something what is a turnoff, or what's something you look for, like credibility, what's credibles or whatever you want for a significant other, and someone's like, I don't want a conservative, I don't want someone that's religious or an anti-vaxxer. And, my thought process on that, it's just like, if you're not willing to realize in 2021 people have different opinions, and you can't be mature enough to say, hey, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, whoever you're dating, however they view themselves, have their own opinion, whether it be your opinion or not. Like, that's a see, like that's a big problem nowadays, and
Well, I also get why people are freaking out about everybody not having the shot because we live so long in a society of like herd immunization or herd immunity, all that good stuff,
Yeah,
however people reference it. But
yeah,
so it's like relying on the public, even if you don't really have a chance to get that shot. So people that already have a compromised immune system that can't get shots don't get affected.
yeah. No, and I, like I said, I get that. But again, we shouldn't frown upon the people that, don't get the shot. We shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be like, oh, you're just a bunch of sheep. Like my reasoning for getting it was because there's a couple of sets of my grandparents that are concerned about it. So
Mm-hmm.
my mom, everyone in my household is. My mom got it, Tony got it, I have it. And I kind of did it to put my mom more kind of at ease too. You know what I mean? Just to give her that extra,
Right.
security. I mean, she wasn't forcing me. She goes, "I'd like you to, but I'm not gonna force you to."
Right.
And I'm pretty proponent again. Like I said, and like that's a good thing is I talk to a lot of people that aren't calling me, oh, you're just a sheep, a follower. I'm like, if I am, I trust me. I hate shots. I'm not a big fan of needles, and I know I have tattoos. It's whatever.
It's different.
It
It's
is
so
what it's different.
different.
Yes. But you know, I'm not, and like neither one of us is saying get the vaccine, don't get the vaccine, because we're not medical professionals. I mean, you are, but I'm not. I can't say.
Surprise, but I can't recommend stuff like that. I don't have a doctorate.
Yeah, but like some, but that's just the thing. We'll hop off this whole vaccine train because it's something that,
Skirt time.
yeah. Um, so is there any new news for in your life that's happening? Is there any exciting? What's the word on college?
No update with all of that, but I do have a story to tell you from last weekend.
Ooh, there we go.
So me being me in a newfound tradition we've started doing in our house. It's not really a tradition yet, but it's looking that way so far. But we end up going out to the bar one of the nights. They're all going and doing
No,
something.
what you drinking?
What? I actually haven't drank since Friday night. And then last week I didn't drink at all during the work week. And I only drank one day last weekend.
Oh, fucking. Okay, continue. So what's this newfound tradition we're doing?
So I'll just go do something, and then I ended up like kind of being like DD, so I wasn't really drinking or anything at the bar. It's weed's legal up here, so I ended
Yeah,
up
no.
just chilling in my truck for a little bit, and then
You can still get pulled over for it, so be careful.
yeah, well after I smoked, we waited like 4 hours because I smoked at like
Oh.
8 o'clock. We didn't leave till after the bar closed.
Okay.
Yeah, so guys, I was not under the influence like that.
She's
But
not self-incriminating herself.
also, don't drink and drive, don't smoke and drive.
Yeah, it's not very fun or safe.
Yeah. So I get home. They let the dogs in. They ate a bag of chocolate. Shane was already asking for me just to come hang out because his roommates are out of town. So I took Jazz with me. And then the next morning, I woke up, got her outside, had to walk her on a leash because she jumps fences, and this fence is probably like 4 feet high. The bitch won't use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I'm about to go home
I think I know what the
anyways.
story is.
So we start driving, and it's about like a 40-minute drive from my house, or from Shane's house back to my house. And I'm taking back roads because the I-5 has some fucking accidents happening on it. And I started passing through this section where when I got Gary's dog, the dog shit explosive diarrhea in my car. This is a couple years ago, old vehicle, whatever. But every time I pass this building, I see it, and as soon as we pass it, I just smell shit in my car. And I look in my back seat. There's like basically all liquid diarrhea. She's stepping in it, steps on my middle console, steps in my passenger seat, and just wagging her tail, looking at me.
Is this the youngest one, right?
Yeah, my puppy. Because she'd ate chocolate, and the only reason she went with me is because people let her in the house and she ate chocolate. So I was like, Shane, I can't leave this dog here. And he's like, that's fine. Just bring her. Like,
Oh, that's
Diesel will
not
sleep
yeah,
in the living room.
definitely not good.
Yeah.
So, how much did that cost to get that clean? And that must have been a lovely ripe smell.
What it cost me is 5 hours of my life.
Oh, you cleaned it yourself?
hmm
Oh, you're lucky she didn't like step on you. That would have been. I would have just added the cherry to the top of the.
Huh?
I would have added the cherry on top of that story right there. Yeah, and then she got step
Yeah.
on me, and I had nice shit stains on my fucking shirt.
Well, so Saturday I was like hungover too, because when I got to Shane's house, we ended up like drinking more while we were playing video games and just talking.
No, I feel have I played with Shane on video games before?
Yeah, that one's BRU whenever we play.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know.
You also played with a lot of people I know, so
Yeah, I feel like I play with a lot of your friends, and then none of my friends would ever play with you because I'd be like, "Oh my god, Kobe, you know, gamer girl, is she hot?" That'd be my friends.
Does she want to suck my dick?
Yep, that too. But no.
Yeah, so I was like super hungover and I went to clean it as soon as I got home and I started throwing up and I was like, this is a tomorrow job.
Yeah, I remember you saying that one night we were playing games, and I was like, I forgot to ask you like what the fuck happened, and you're like, I have to go clean shit in my car. And I was like, oh, that sounds rough.
It was rough. So I have like a little, well, it's Katie's, but like a little handheld carpet cleaner thing. And this is gonna get descriptive here. In all carpet cleaners, they have like a little spinny cleaner on the bottom. Went everywhere.
Oh damn, that's rough. That sucks. You had a really bad week last week, huh? Someone say you had a shitty situation.
It is a very shitty situation.
Did the shit hit the fan?
The shit hit the pavement.
Oh wow, okay. So now,
yeah, so that was my little crazy weekend story.
So now you said you have new roommates. How many people do we have living with you now?
So there's 7 people total. And 8 animals total.
Holy fuck, you have like a zoo. No wonder why you want to go to Texas for a month.
Surprise. My only issue with that though is I was thinking about it, they don't have good internet, so I can't really do like podcasting or streaming the way I do
they
it.
Don't?
Yeah, so that's my only thing because I know using my mobile hotspot because the phone service in their house is great. I've been in their house before, but phone network.
That's when you be like, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna be living here for a month. We're getting some new Wi-Fi here."
Well, so their issue with it is they live in like a very small town, and so like sources aren't the same compared to the city in a small town. And for them to get good Wi-Fi, it's going to cost them $2,000 for the company to come out and run the correct lines and wires. And then they have to get permits too. Yeah, and they're just renting there, so there's no point in it.
So, yeah. This is why we have to formulate a plan where we just buy a big house somewhere, and me, you, Carlos's kids, James and his kids, and I can just be like somewhere. I'm not gonna be a built-in babysitter though. I don't think me moving in would be a built-in babysitting service. But we could call it like a stream house, and that'd be so much better because we could have like a room dedicated to like streaming and playing games and stuff like that. And...
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can come be a baby. I'm just kidding because I'm gonna be stay-at-home mom when I move down to Florida.
Are you moving when? So, do you know when that's gonna be happening?
Not exactly. In
Oh yeah, you never told me if you asked Carlos if his job's hiring. Thanks.
I forgot. Let me write that on my to-do list.
Because, like, I mean, if you don't gonna have a lot of experience, and shoot, I mean, I'm not saying I'm tied to living in New Hampshire right now, but
Well, any jobs he gets is traveling, so I'm sure they could outsource to a different state for hires. Because they basically call him, let him know what job's coming up, and then he gets on a plane and gets there.
Doesn't he get like mad money too?
How much do you make right now?
18 an hour.
I mean, it's a difference, but it's not like giant. I think he gets paid like 25 or 28.
Yeah, but as long as I'm not paying, if they're paying for travel and stuff, that's worth it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, they pay for travel and they pay for him to be in a hotel.
Yeah, there and back. Yeah, I'm sure they pay for all that, and then the hotel's covered. I actually have my hotel key still.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
magical gut rearrangement that you got from your boy Carlos, not me.
Surprise.
I'm still waiting for you guys to come visit me in New Hampshire.
Well, once I get bills in.
Yeah, so when are you? Are they like still just like we're gonna wait and wait?
Basically, there's really no update with it, but okay, so my crazy waiting on all this paperwork with the military and whatnot to get sorted out. My one of my car payments got kicked back to my bank because I hadn't gotten paid out fast enough by all the different things I do.
Mm.
And now my mom has to drive 30 minutes to go pay for my car and then have me send her the money because they only have 3 branch locations that my loan's through, and they're all by my mom. And they won't let me pay it online or over the phone.
So what bill is this?
For my car.
Why won't that makes no sense? What?
Because it's like an automatic payment, but it was like the day before I got paid out from one of the websites and like apps I use. And so it kicked my payment back. And then because it got kicked back, they sent my mom a letter because my home address for the car is her.
Mm-hmm.
And they only want cash or a check in person.
So you're gonna send? Why wouldn't you just send a check to your mom, or send her
Well,
money?
She has okay, so me and my mom both have each other's bank accounts, so she's gonna go in and pay for it and then just take the money out of my account now.
Oh, you said she's
But
gonna drive all the way up here.
no, she has to drive 30 minutes, or I would have to drive the 4 hours one way to her.
Yeah, so that's good. At least they're gonna let your mom pay it, like pay it. Some people.
Yeah,
So now, which car is it? Your car, or your truck?
my actual car.
Do you have 2 car payments, or did you buy your truck outright?
No, I have 2 vehicle payments.
How?
What do you mean how?
How did you take out 2 loans?
Good credit?
Not even with good credit can you do 2 auto loans.
Because they go off of it, and I have 100% on time payments with everything.
Okay.
Yeah. And then at the time, I was making a lot more than what I am now, and what I was before I got out of the military. So it got approved.
That makes sense. So
Yeah.
why'd you? Probably other stuff. I know my cousin's excited because when she gets down there, once again there, she knows that she's keeping all her records, so that all the stuff that they're doing, because once you get, like you told, once you get married in the military, they'll backtrack and backlog that for her.
Mm-hmm.
So they're excited because, they have a set place to live. I told her, I said the biggest suggestion I told her is once you know he's gonna be set at a certain base for a while, that's when I'd probably purchase a home. I wouldn't be purchasing a home every time you move, because that'd be a lot of moving.
Well, I don't know. It's pretty easy too if you use your VA loan when you end up moving. Because one of my soldiers bought a house and now they're moving out to a different state, and they're just transferring everything over still super smooth.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm wrong then. I don't know. I've never been in the military, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how that process goes, but she's not in anymore. But I feel like if I were you, I would suggest them that they get an apartment off post instead of living on post, because there's a lot of problems with houses on post.
So they are. It's like,
okay.
So where they're living is, I think, off of the base. But it's like the place is it's like military kind of like housing, like military apartments. Like a lot of families that live in there are military people.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense because both the sets of apartments I lived in up here had to think about the first one, but that one was the first one was like 50-50 military. And then when I moved in with Gary, we were like closer to the base, and we're probably like one of the first apartment sets. And it's just like 90% military in there.
Yeah, she's pretty excited. Like I said, it's gonna be a long drive. We leave next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm helping her move.
So you're driving out there with her? Or are you driving back? Or are you flying
No,
back?
so me and her dad are driving down with her, and then me and him are flying back.
Ooh,
I'm
love
driving down so I can help
airplanes.
like her and her fiance like move stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like her, as much as I like, she just doesn't want to put her dad through that too, because her dad doesn't have the she doesn't. He has a bad back,
Yeah.
so
Well, that's nice that you're helping her move.
yeah, it gets me 3 days off from work, and I get to travel down to Tennessee. So some more
Because
states.
you're only 10, I see.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, thanks, Emily. Shucks.
So
she.
you said you're staying down there, what, like 3 days and then flying back? Or are you guys just driving down there and then basically flying back right
So we're
after?
driving down Friday, and then Saturday we're helping her move in, and then Sunday we're doing that.
Then coming back. I lost my chapstick, y'all. Found it. So what big stuff did you have happen last week?
Nothing really, actually. Worked.
Nothing really. Just worked. I feel like I haven't like really talked to you that much, and then even when we were gaming, I ended up getting zooted and just stopped talking.
Yeah. Well, then we also we didn't game very much. Like we played a couple games. I know we played one with one of your friends. I was gonna see if you wanted to play games tonight because I don't have to work tomorrow. So.
Yeah, I need a stream tonight, and I already did my makeup for the day,
Now, are
which
we
looks terrible with this
Fortnite or are
lighting
we
in
doing
here.
COD? So this girl right here is
A
okay.
Fortnite legend.
Yeah, Fortnite legend. She also carries me in Call of Duty.
We go back and forth with Call of Duty now that we both don't really play it.
It depends on which mode we play on, though. If we play gunfight, I'm pretty good at gunfight. Now we play Warzone. We're both
Yeah, we both
Fortnite,
trash.
But Warzone. We should play at Apex. That's what we should play tonight.
Do you want to?
I'm down. I have it downloaded on my computer. So every game, all the shooting games, I have pretty much on my computer.
That's fine if we do it tonight, because I told Destiny that we could game tonight and do Fortnite because that's what they can play. But then I was like, your husband can join us too. And then she's like, he wants you to ask. And I was like, never mind. I don't want to play with these stink ass attitude men.
Oh, can I play with you two then?
No, we can do Apex.
Oh, I thought you were going to play Destiny.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
do some Apex. I'll just tell her. I don't know. I'll just tell her that we're going to play Apex instead.
Why can't they download Apex?
You want to teach two females how to play Apex on PlayStation when you're on PC?
Why have Apex on the PlayStation 2? It's not that hard. It's the same buttons.
Okay.
I just have to give you my login information so that you can add me.
That's fine. Yeah, we can do that, and then I can make post about playing it for the first time before we do it.
Okay, yeah, you gotta let me know. And then if our viewers want to play with us, that's something that we should do. That way they can add us and stuff like that.
Yes, I'm down. You know what? Okay. Now that we're on the topic of people gaming with you, you know what really grinds my fucking gears?
Okay, Peter Griffin, yes.
Wait, would you say it first?
I said, okay there, Peter Griffin. That really grinds my gears.
Really grinds my gears.
Okay, now, you sound like you're from the fucking South now.
So, I get I love playing with people, but it's the people that come. Oh my god, it's the people that come into my stream. This happened last time I played Fortnite, so this is why it's on my mind.
Yeah.
I had this person come in. He followed, and the first thing he said was, "I followed you. Can I play with you now? Can we have a conversation or something first?"
Yeah. She doesn't fuck on the first day, people. Come on.
I mean, at least, I just want to know the person a little bit.
I think the first time, I think we talked first for a little bit. Then I was like, oh, you play Call of Duty? Let's play Call of Duty sometime. And then I think you were playing with Killshot. And that's how we first initially started talking. Like, me and you were like, oh, we still have to do that wing challenge, by the way. We never did it.
We should do it on a podcast.
We could. And then, or, yes, we could do it on a podcast. Hot wing challenge.
Hot wing challenge. I feel like I would want to stream it too, though, so we would have to wait 24 hours to upload the podcast.
That's what I'm saying. So if you stream it on yours, and then I just record it on mine,
I'm down.
because you can easily do it with the way I have it set. I'd have to show you how I have it set up on my thing. Because it's not that hard. All you have to do is. You're waiting for it. She's gonna pop in 3, 2, 1. Come on.
Oh, I saw your titties when you did that. Only your titties going in the thingy. This immersion screen is not good for what you're trying to do, Colby. It's only picking you up.
I know. You can like kind of.
Like when you move your arm, you can see. Oh god, that looks so weird.
Reaching into the portal.
Yes, can I help you, Mama?
Oh my god.
She's watching.
Are you still vlogging?
Yeah, we're still podcasting. They can hear you. Mom's just being nosy. Oh, can you put his goons?
I think next time we podcast, though, I need to get new curtains so I don't look this pale.
I don't know, because they're big.
I'm just here.
I wasn't trying to be weird. That's not me like being weird towards my mom. It's just spitting facts over here.
Yeah.
I'm just being.
Hey, as long as you're honest. But I feel like we should do like the wing challenge on like not this first coming up, but the following first. So like September 1st.
Yeah, that gives us some time to like plan it out. That way it's not like cool because the 1st is a Monday. I have to work so I'm pretty much working Saturday. I'm working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm driving on Friday. So yeah. September 1st. It's awesome. Like now,
I'm down for September 1st.
Straight hot wings, or we can do like 2 different styles of hot wings.
What do you mean, like 2 flavors or 1 flavor?
Are we doing the blazing challenge, or are we doing like blazing with one other?
I'm honestly down for anything. I feel like if we do anything else though, besides like the blazing challenge, because we both know we have BWW. One of my friends called it B3s growing up, which makes no sense to me, but
Oh yeah, hold on. So in the Bark Box too, he also got a Goon Squad jersey.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
He has a Brady shirt too.
That's adorable. But I feel like if we do like another location too, we're gonna run into the issue of not having the same food places around us because we live on opposite sides of the country with how difficult it is.
Yeah, well, I have Buffalo Wild Wings, so Buffalo Wild Wings would work.
Yeah, I do too, so that works.
Yeah, I don't have like.
But if
I don't have like Wingstop. The other wing place I have is called Wings It's, or whatever it's called. I mean, they have pretty good wings. Now, can we do boneless? Because if I do bone in, I'm gonna like choke and hurt myself.
You don't deep throat a bone.
Wow. You heard her?
Well, what'd she say?
She said, well, if you don't deep throat the bone, then you'll be fine.
That's supposed to be.
Your mom with all these, like, sucking dick comments every time we podcast.
The weird thing is she's not like this all the time, so she just brings it out during the podcast, apparently. She's like, she goes, I have really good dad jokes, but mom jokes. Let me wait till Colby's podcasting, and then just absolutely talk about him sucking cock all the time. That's my mom.
Twice. And it wasn't that.
Stop deep throating the mic, Colby. Maybe if you didn't deep throat some bones, you'd be fine. Out of here.
At least your mom's confident in your skills.
Yeah, that's actually true.
What?
Guys, $5. I need to get out of some debt, so $5, and I'll show you some magic.
Show you them skills.
I said some magic. I didn't say some skills. I'll just do card tricks.
Oh my.
That's your card. For $5.
It'd just be like, is this your card
Oh,
while
we're
it's
gonna
in
do
the
a wing
back of your
challenge.
throat?
Don't do it with him. He knows how to eat a lot.
Wow.
Of wings.
Jeez, Mom.
That,
That came off
that was
really.
a compliment, Colby.
That came off wrong, though. I take the compliment, but it sounded like he don't do it with him. He knows how to eat. Thanks. Love you too. I know what you meant, though. I'm not mad at you.
Poor Emily, she gonna.
No, she's dying because she heard you.
Sorry.
I'm deceased.
I'm like freaking Kobayashi over here.
I like how she said that, but the point of the wing challenge is to see who like can't handle it.
Yeah, we're eating hot wings, Mom. Like really, really hot wings. It's not an amount of wings. It's if we can
I
withstand.
tried that before, though.
Not with her.
Like I said, you tried it before and you didn't succeed.
Yeah, no, I got, like I said, have you ever seen the hot ones on YouTube? It's another great YouTube channel.
No, I've never seen it.
So they usually have a celebrity come on and they eat hot wings, and it goes from like sriracha to all the way to hot sauce. Who said their favorite hot sauce was sriracha? We just like was like, that's not a hot sauce. The fuck are you talking about? What's the kill shot?
How is it not a sauce? It's like a hot sauce, right?
It is, but it's not hot though. Sriracha's like timid compared to like the Buffalo Wild Wings, the freaking Carolina Reaper. Okay, now we have to sit down. Can we drink something? Because like
what, alcohol?
we could do that. Yeah, I'd have to grab beer. I don't have beer in my house, but like,
I would probably end up drunk from how much beer I'm gonna need to drink during the hot wing challenge.
okay, we'll drink milk then.
Do you think almond milk does the same? Because I'm like lactose intolerant, low key.
So, have you ever heard of Fairview or Fairway? Like it's at Safeway, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. It has like the cow on the thing.
I don't know. Let me grab my phone and
Or
Google
Fairlife.
it.
It's called Fairlife.
Like fair, like a county fair, or like fair, like muddy fair.
Hold on, I'll get a picture of it.
Well, you can tell I've been looking up plastic surgery when the first thing I type in or that pops up with FA is fat removal to ass.
Oh. Is it this? And then it shows nothing. That's fucking awesome. It's F-A exclamation point R life. Supposed to be like fair life, but it's not. So like, yeah. If you could see it, like if I could show you my screen without it like canceling me out.
Surprise. Fuck! My bad, I hit the wrong button.
Okay, now what phone do you have?
Oh, so I still have to go in and do it, but I have to pay my bill first.
Yeah, but no, what phone? Oh, sorry, are you? Please don't switch to Apple.
Oh, I'm not. No, so I have full coverage on my phone,
So you just
and
need
since
another
since it's a battery issue internally, I'm just gonna take it in and get it replaced.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I have full coverage on mine, so. But
Yeah.
I don't have a Samsung. I have an LG, but it runs Android, so. But I definitely I switched from Apple, and dude, so much better. All you Apple users out there, I'm not saying you guys should just like switch over, but like get away from the blue bubbles for like 2 seconds. If that's the only thing that's keeping you in Apple, like having an Android, like it's not any different. Like if you have somebody else that has an Android and you're texting them, you can see when they read your text messages too. It gives you a double check.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice. So
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Apple because every time I've had one, they break so easily.
I still have my iPhone because it has all like some pictures of my grandmother and stuff like that. So I didn't want to get rid of it, but I just like even if I didn't break my phone, like I didn't purposely do it. But if my phone didn't break how it was, my next phone wasn't gonna be an Apple again.
Yeah.
And
I didn't even want to get a new phone, but then I had to get this one, so.
Yeah, but I like my LG, the dual screen, like the T flip over here.
Yeah.
It's nice because I can have two different screensavers. One of them's like it's 420 somewhere. It's all like Cartoon Network characters, high as shit.
And then there's Emily that has been high every time we do stuff together now.
Oh, it's pretty funny though. It gets more like last podcast. I feel like was a really short one. This one we actually had some concrete stuff to talk about, and then we also didn't like pull in the other stuff we talked about the other podcast where I didn't post it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The last one though, I was a little bit crazy telling
okay,
about
this is
my
also
whole
how good
vacation.
my mom is. My mom wrote me an apology letter. It says, "I'm sorry that I embarrassed you. I didn't mean to. Love, Mom."
Aww. That's so sweet.
Keep that on my computer screen.
So also speaking of wings though, when I went out to New Orleans, I'm like, you know how people say don't get spaghetti on a first date or whatever foods that are gonna be messy? He got all that messiness because we got some bone-in wings and there's no way to eat bone-in wings cute.
I was gonna say you got some bone-in wings and you got a bone in you.
And then I got a bone in me 2 hours later. With all the bones.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty exciting. But yeah, no. So once we get some listeners, definitely the plan is, I want to get us up to at least 150 to 200 subscribers before we think about, doing like actual live ones, because these are all recorded. Then we post them. We can definitely do live ones. That'd be a lot easy to do. I can set that up real fast, but I want to get up to like 150 or 200 subscribers. Do a live podcast or like something like this, like once or twice, like once every 2 months. And then once we get up to, I want to get 500 subscribers where we're maybe like picking up some income from it, because no matter what, it's gonna be 50-50 whatever we make. And then we can spend that towards if it's money, we can spend it towards like merch and stuff like that. Then eventually working towards making merch. Which the good thing is, me and my mom are gonna be starting an Etsy store, so we can easily post the merch on there.
yes, that would be awesome.
I
actually was thinking the other day I need to make merch for like my actual gaming stuff.
So that's another thing. If you want like something to be made, just let us know. I'll put it on our thing, and then you get maybe like. It'd be like a 90-10, so you get 10% of the profit, and you get the rest of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The 10% would cover, like, paying to make it and stuff like that, but we have a Cricut, so...
Oh, that's the thingy that, like, presses things into it, right?
I have a press, too. Like, I bought my mom the press, so we have a medium press and a bigger press. So we can make, like, hats, we can make mugs, we can make pretty much anything. So,
that's
like
dope.
I said, it's having realistic goals. I'm not saying... I want 150 subscribers next week. I want to, if this takes us 7 months to get 150 subscribers, I'm not going to be angry. That's the expectation I have right now. But also, we want to share in that and having fun. So that's where, I feel like what we could do is the first, first 50 subscribers on YouTube. Out of that, other than the two we already have, which are I believe me and you, out of the 50 we get, so once we hit 52, we'll pick all the subscribers that we have, pick one, and then reach out to them and say, hey, listen, this is Emily, or Colby. We're reaching out to you because we want to invite you to be on our podcast next week. We're going to ask some questions, where you heard about us, what platform do you use, or what games do you play? Are you a gamer, or are you looking into getting gaming? Any tips and advice you want to let people know? Any questions you have for me and Emily? Work from there, that way we have interaction with our, subscribers, so that people are, kind of gravitating towards us. As she's coughing to death.
Surprise.
And then eventually, instead of just walking into it as not having topics, we'll have topics to talk about. Like, this is just a lot easier when we talk, we just ramble. Like, it doesn't even have to be, like, a topic, but, like, today, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that for you. Like we maybe even put a poll on, like, say when you stream, like, oh, welcome to the new subscribers. Hey, if you want to go follow Emily on hers, I'll put my like gaming channel that I have that I need to start streaming too. But like we put a poll out there, like, hey, what's a topic that you really, really want to hear about? Oh, Rick and Morty. Okay, we'll talk about Rick and Morty in this week. What the new episode portrays. Maybe a new movie that's coming out. You know, correlating with each other so that we both see the movie so that we can talk about it. Not like I went and saw the movie and I was like, I'm going to see it tomorrow. Like, and I'm like, can't talk about it then.
Surprise. Speaking of movies, have you ever heard of Gerald's Game?
It's a scary movie, isn't it?
Yeah, scary.
I think I might have seen it. It's like the one where like the guy. I'll look it up. Hold on.
All I'm saying is I watched it and like I don't know if it was because me and Julia have been smoking that day because it's Saturday night. We getting litty in our own ways at home. But that movie was so weird the first hour of it. In like an interesting way though.
I've heard of it. I never actually watched it. Like
Yeah.
I heard it was messed up. Like I never actually watched it. So that's a good recommendation list. Like right there, we can do at the end of the podcast, or I'm gonna call it a vodcast. It's not a podcast. We don't. It's a video podcast. Fear Street, the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix. Watch that. It's really good. I liked it. She's writing.
As I'm writing.
I won't talk about it then, so I'll wait till you watch all three, and then maybe next week we can talk about it. So you have till next Sunday, because it's probably gonna be Sunday when I'm gonna be able to do the podcast next week.
That's fine.
Unless I get special guest, unless my cousin wants to do it with me with her fiance or something like that. But I'm not bringing any like recording equipment with me, so
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
we could make it work.
definitely. But Sunday I'd be home by like midday, so I like 2-3 o'clock. I might be a little tired, but I'll make it work. If we have to,
Yeah.
if this is part of our livelihood in the future, this is if it's work, I'll make it work.
Well, also you're like 3 hours ahead of me, so like you still have time to get a nap in because Lord knows I don't wake up till like noon.
Yeah, she got out of the military. She got really lazy.
Wow.
Just kidding.
I've always been like a night owl too.
Yeah,
like I used to come home from work and then sleep and then get up and do like schoolwork and then go to work.
I remember, or you get home, you get out of work, and then you'd be like, okay, we're gonna play games, and then you'd be up till like 3 a.m. playing video games. I'm like, how? Like there was one night where I legit fell asleep, woke up, and you were still streaming when I woke up. And I woke up at like 9. I'm like, have you gone to bed yet? Like, no. I'm like, you've been streaming for this long? Goddamn.
Well, also, I'm pretty sure that was the one that I gotten like rated with like, and then my top views, like that stream was 113. So it's like, I don't want to leave and get rid of these viewers.
Yeah, like new friends? What?
I'm like, hello.
But no.
So still to this date, that's my highest average stream. So
The other night I had a dream, and it was, I'm not going to tell the people who was in my dreams because there were people that were in my dream. My cousin was in it with her fiance, but there was somebody else, and I'm not going to name names. And it's the subject we were talking about earlier. That's why.
okay.
But it was weird. So it was like we all four had superpowers, like, and we were like going off to like school to like maybe like find, like, it was kind of like, it'd be like an X-Men type thing where you go to school to fine tune your powers and stuff like that, and so that you're not being judged. But like, so, like, it kind of went through a lot of things, whatnot, and XYZ. But like at the end of it, like we're supposed to get like a training drill, and they release like a super virus, not a super virus, but like a super like a virus thing. Like we're supposed to be able to like use our powers to protect the people. Like obviously there's other people there who have powers too, and like it went haywire and actually started infecting and making people into like viral zombies, like really bad like zombies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I can, my powers in that were like I had strength, but I also like was able to like create a shield like real fast, and like put it out, and the person that I was protecting, like their powers hadn't like they had powers, but they hadn't like came out yet or showed themselves before this exercise. So I was like trying to protect the person. So I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, how, like if I change like skew the names and stuff like that, like a story like that would be such a good like story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though like like you think about like when you think about superheroes and stuff in the comic books, like how many times they've changed them around and stuff like that. So I'm like, dude, maybe.
Well, I mean, might as well make it a movie because there's movies about and shows about all these powers and whatnot.
Yeah. Now, have you seen Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix?
No, I don't even think I've seen the preview. Jupiter's what? Legacy?
Yeah, you can watch. I mean, I'm saying watch it so that maybe we can talk about it. But like, also, it's not like something where I'm like, oh, you need to watch it now. Like, you can watch it. Take your time. Don't like rush it. Because like, it's
okay. Because I finished my show that I was watching this morning.
What show?
Kim's Convenience.
Never heard of it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah. I ended up putting it on because it was in their top 10, and then I watched all 5 seasons in 5 days. Because Lord knows all I do is like sit on my computer while I'm doing work, unless I'm out doing other apps.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, so no, like, I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, I'm waiting for like one of my cousins is supposed to be illustrating. He's younger, than he's like 15. Supposed to be illustrating like a book, and then we're gonna split the profits like 50-50. Even though I wrote the whole story and stuff like that, he's illustrating it. It's a kid's book.
Yeah.
So
that's dope.
So if we can get it like out there on like Amazon, like the App Store and stuff like that, I mean, you think about that, that's passive income. So it's something that would always earn. Like, so if it intrigues somebody,
yeah,
oh, this is a really great read. I liked it. It was something that I could read to my kids at night. Like, a lot of people buy and stuff like that. He's at 15, making an income. Like, what I do is I take all of it. Obviously, the tax reasons, I would take it, and then he get his money under the table, so he get all profit under that. So that way, by the time he was 18, if he wants to go to college, he'd have on top of whatever obviously his parents had and stuff like that for him. He had money for and stuff like that for the rest of his life.
Parents actually pay for college?
Well, I'm saying I don't know. Like, I'm not assuming. I'm saying whatever I'm not saying. Well, he would have a college fund himself, but no, like he whatever his parents, on top of whatever his parents, even if he wants to go to school or wherever he goes, decides to do, he would have income to help himself, plus on top of whatever his, parents were helping him with as well. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, that'd be dope. Congrats on writing a book.
So hopefully, and then obviously I'd work on this. Like, it's creating the characters more or less. Like, I already have the characters of what they would be, but it's like creating names. Because you can, like, how hard it is to like think of an actual name. Like,
that's the one. Probably like naming a child.
It's like Steve. Steve would work. No.
Steve's a boring name.
Wow. Okay.
Sounds like a name for somebody that's not my type.
Fair skin folks.
I do like those.
Fair skin's like white.
I thought you said Mexican.
I said fair skin folks.
Oh.
What?
Not me with my little Salvadorian boyfriend.
Future husband. What are we talking about here? I give it like 8 months. And
future husband?
I give it 8 months and you'll be... Love is in the air.
I actually did go to call him today, and we usually just like text through Snapchat. And then the last text message ever between us was him sending me a song and being like, "This is my song to you."
Aww.
And it also said, "Can we dance to this at our wedding?"
Okay, so it wasn't your last text message ever. It's his last text message he sent you? Because he sounds like he's not going to talk to you ever again.
No, like our last text message and like actual texting. Because we usually just message each other on Snapchat. Who the fuck's calling me?
Carlos. Even funny.
Oh, no, it's State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, take notice there.
State Farm. They're calling me about my bill being due.
How much you owe them?
It's like 100.
Oh,
I just have to pay it.
Is that for both cars? Like,
no. And then it's like weird because one of my vehicles is automatic payment, and then my house comes straight out of my actual loan, and then the other one I just manually pay.
Now, how much you pay for your insurance altogether?
I couldn't even tell you.
Mine's like 85 for my insurance.
Yeah. I know my car is a lot lower than my truck
Oh,
is.
and it's okay when so I had Trupanion for Eros,
Mm.
and when I first got them, they were $40 a month. I stopped paying it like when I my work shut down for the couple months before I got the second job I had. It was 80, almost set $90, and I was like, oh, fuck that. I'm like, I love my dog to death. I'm sorry. Like when my car insurance is almost less than my dog insurance, like. So I switched over to Lemonade. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. $22 a month, reasonable,
Yeah.
and it covers just as much, if not more.
That's good. I've never gotten pet insurance.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
for to go to like the vets here, you have to. That's dumb.
That's so weird. That's not a law up here or in Oregon.
It's not really a law, but they're like, oh, we recommend you having pet insurance. I'm like, okay.
Oh, well, that's different though. To me, the thing is though, like if you think about Aries, the amount of time I've had him, which is when did I got him in 2017. So we're on 4 years now. One of the surgeries was elective that he's had because he needed his balls taken away. We weren't having more babies. And that's usually like lower cost anywhere. You can shop around for that. And then you can do it at a shelter and it's like way cheaper. It's probably going to be the same you would pay with insurance. And then one other surgery he's had to have in the 4 years I've had him was like $1,000 for everything. So like even broken down, like I probably would be paying more if I had pet insurance over long game.
Yeah.
And then like all my dogs too, like my vet does like a multi-vaccination and trip visit. So I just bring them all three in at the same time.
Are you okay, Mom? What's the matter? Sorry. Are you okay? What's the matter? Well, we're gonna.
On that note, we are gonna head out so Colby can go deal with his adulting things.
Yeah. It was nice talking to you. I'll probably talk to you in like a half hour before we can play games. So let me know when
Sounds
you're ready.
good. Okay, sounds good. I have to do a whole bunch of social media stuff first, so it'll be probably at least an hour.
Thank you for joining on the podcast. Have a great day.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.